A lovely day, isn't it? Do I have to? Can I help you? How are things going? Anything else? Can I ask you something? Can you please repeat that? Do you need anything? How are you? How do you feel? How much is it? How old are you? Is all good? Is everything okay? What are you talking about? What are you up to? What are your hobbies? What did you say? What do you need? What do you think? What do you want to do? What do you want? What's the weather like? What's your email address? What is your job? What's your name? What's your phone number? What is going on? When is the train leaving? How can I go to the town center? Where are you from? Where are you going? Where are you? Where did you get it? Where do you live? Are you coming with me? How long will you stay? Go down. It doesn't matter. Plucking flowers is prohibited. We both like each other. What's your phone number? A set of books is on the table. May God bless you. This is not fair. I hate you. It's for the best. I talked with him. What is your contact number? What do you want to do? Are you there? Write with an improved hand. What would you like to have? Forget it. Who will cooperate with you? It was nice to talk with you. Can you please repeat that? As soon as possible. You are a glutton. When will you reach? Call me back. The terms were finalized. Improve your handwriting. What's your name? See you. The matter is clear. I appreciate it. What did you say? Be calm. How much is that? What can I do for you? I hope you understand. Do you have some money? What's the time by your watch? I wish you a happy married life. Do you need anything? I don't know, telling a lie. I invited him to tea. Many happy returns of the day. Don't worry. How are things going? What do we call this in English? This is not a joke. I hope so. I don't want to. Which date falls on Sunday? I am very pleased to meet you. Watch out. Do you want to join me? One has to pass the time anyhow. I will catch you soon. Don't move. Don't do this. We do not travel first class. Please be seated. Let it be. Allow me to introduce myself. He looks rather nervous. What is your problem? Please help yourself. Doesn't matter. I'm about to leave. Say that again. Obey the rules. Where to go? What to do? Who listens? Don't get up. Choose one. Right now. Later on. Actually. By the way. Have it? Too good. Can't say. Thank God. Very bad. Can you do it? I'm fed up. Keep sitting. Come forward. Fix that. Think about it. Before that. Say something. Hold this. I'll go. Find the solution. Don't ruin. Don't tell others. Do work. Accept this. Take that down. Knock the door. Carry this. I will do. Stop talking. Forget this. I am up. At least. Good idea. Realize your potential. Meanwhile. Anyhow. Somehow. It has to happen. Anytime. Let's try. Don't break. Break it? Not good. I ask you. Not now. Where on? Let me speak. Anything. For what? At any cost. Forever. I agree. Maybe. Some other time. As you wish. So what? Give me a call. Call me again. Call me later. Don't tell a lie. Forget it. Keep it up. Any news? It is nice. Do you know? You are great. Let it be. Leave me alone. Never forget. Don't worry. Be careful. Go yourself. Wash your hands. Come soon. Don't be late. Turn on the fan. Turn off the fan. Very handsome. It is beautiful. By chance. I like it. Bring that. Doesn't matter. That is wonderful. Can you bet? How sad. Be ready. You stay there. Do your work. Come back soon. Please be patient. Listen to me carefully. Water the plants. Mop the floor. Get off. Let me go. Let him go. Come here. Stop here. Take a side. Let me do my work. Let me see the matter. Be careful. Mind your own business. Go back. Don't bother us. Think before you speak. Don't go. Go down. Go up. Don't forget. What is your name? Ask her name. Clean properly. Go ahead. Stay out of it. Don't tell them. Don't touch it. Please open the door. Bring me some water. Wash your hands before eating your meal. Stop talking. Open your book. Switch off your cell phone. Don't talk to me like this. Shut up. Pay attention to your work. Pass me that bowl. Do the dishes. Be quiet. Wait for me. Shut the window. Don't drive fast. Have a cup of tea. Don't speak to John. Join me for dinner. Feel free to call me. Pour some water. Take your time. Don't eat too much. Stay away from negative people. Focus on your studies. Do not waste your time. Do the laundry. Don't go out. Complete your work by tomorrow. Be there at 5. Go to page 50. Answer the phone. Shall we go out? Can I come in? Don't do this in future. Give me my book back, please. Help me complete the task. Wash your face properly. Go and put on your clothes. Don't give up. Read it aloud. Write a letter. Go to school. Run fast. Buy it. Don't touch that bag. Say something. Don't beat him. Make your bed. Look at me. Open your cupboard. Press your shirt. Take off your socks. Don't make a noise. Get out of my way. Pour milk in a glass. Let's get started. Let me try this. Put it down. Take this and go. Let me see this. Take me to the bus stop. Play the game. We must go now. Will you do me a favor? Don't even touch my cell phone. Don't stay out at night. Give me my pen. Remember to bring my pizza. Don't eat something outside. Please grant me leave. Watch your steps. Don't dare to come here. Don't call me a loser. We will reach there before time. What difference does it make? Better days will come. We were bored of his behavior. I will be happy to get rid of him. I have to go to England. We will reach there before time. You know well enough what he will say. I often meet her. Sooner or later he will realize it. She told you twice. I will talk to you later about this. He seldom comes here. One day I will take you there. When will you leave? Hold your tongue or I will beat you. He got off the bus. I will take you to the police station. He has no house to live in. I think it will take time. Is it late? Who will bear the expenses of your visit? How many dependents have you here? Bring a Coke for me. What would you like to have? Room is clean and well ventilated. I have full faith in you. How long will it take to reach there? May I sit here? When will the next train come? The train is out of sight now. Who will look after your house? He went on Monday. When will you pay back the money? It has been raining since morning. Will you go by bus or on foot? She arrived too soon. Will you please untie this knot? It's drizzling. Will you do me a favor? He comes of a rich family. Lost toss or cross, I will not move from here. He has enough money. I will not disappoint you. Really, I don't believe it. I will not pay extra money. Shame on you. I will not take long to get ready. Work hard, otherwise you will fail. It will not cost you anything. As I was free, I went there. He walks too slow. As far as I know, he is good. I can't go as I am busy. This book is easy to understand. He is called by different names. I'll surely keep this in mind. May I say something? Be punctual and attentive. Don't go out barefooted. It's clear today. I will think over this matter. He is an eyewitness. He will have to account for the money. He will be pleased to meet you. Are you done? Are you kidding me? Are you sure? Did you get it? What are you doing? How was your weekend? That's a good one. How do you do? I appreciate you. I don't like him. We will be having a good time. If you need my help, please let me know. You crossed my mind. He is very annoying. I would like to go for a walk. Will you be my friend? I don't like it. He is coming soon. He is very famous. Today is the 1st of November. I am going to leave. Fetch me some water. He likes it very much. You inspire me. Don't you think that? I can't hear you. Long time no see. I'm planning to go to London. I'm not married. I don't want it. I couldn't agree more. It was nice meeting with you. I hope you have a nice trip. I don't understand it. How are you doing today? I am coming to pick you up. I'll call you when I leave. Can you translate this for me? Can you do this for me? I don't care about it. Even I don't care. I'm not ready yet. It was the least I could do. How is work going? I'm not sure. I don't want to bother you. Don't take it personally. I'll take you to the airport. Everyone knows it. I'm thirsty. I'm an American. I get off of work at 8. I am starving. Or, I am hungry. Where is your home? You're driving too fast. I'm on a diet. Let's do it again. Have a good weekend. I don't like tall talks. He talks rubbish. When is the train leaving? He tells a lie. Do exactly as I say. Did you get my point? I have a lot to talk about. How have you been? Will you go there? I'm sorry to interrupt you. How can I go to the city? Is everything all right? Or, is everything okay? Do me a favor? I don't need your help. Can you turn the volume up? Where are you going? Let us see where she stands. Come with me. I will show you something. All my intentions went wrong. Drive carefully. The time has come. Well done. Keep it up. Please credit this amount to my account. I cannot agree with your opinions. How do you feel? I just made it. You made my day. It has to be done. I am busy at the moment. What do you like the most? You have brought me to shame. What is your favorite color? I can't wait. Stop making such a noise. Talk to you later. Just shut up for a minute. Oh, I am sorry. I have got a bit late. It's a good beginning. Could you give me some money? I apologize for my mistake. What's the weather like? Do you understand me? What is happening here? I knew it. Have a nice day. See you next time. He has a bad headache. It was nice meeting you. What do you need? Get ready to go to school. Could you help me? I just made it. How are you? Are you done? Stop making so much noise. I don't have time for you. These two are more or less alike. She wakes up early in the morning. Whom do you suspect? We cook food every day. We prefer to eat at home. He has a mild fever. Thank you very much. How much do I owe you? I am busy. This work is not suitable for you. Try to open this door. Not yet. He sleeps in the afternoon. I can't wait any longer. He is still not well. Where did you get it? Speak what is true. Do come. How long will you stay? Rest assured. Walk carefully. I am very strict on this matter. Forgive me. God bless you. Do not disturb. Please give me your hand. Get off. How was your weekend? I don't agree. What do you want? Please write down this address. Stop kidding. Are you sure? No, I don't want. It is a strange thing. Could you show me your answer sheet? Allow me to do this. I made it. I like hot tea. Your name is not on the list. What is going on? I am sorry. I said many things to him. Stop crying. I have completed my homework. Are you coming with me? Who is your class teacher? You will not be able to deal with him. He will not refrain from speaking. What is your job? How do you spend your day? My mind is reeling. Where do you live? Let's celebrate. How's it going? How's your family? I will call you later. What's up? What's new? Pretty good. I can answer this question very well. I've been busy. Thanks a lot. Where have you been? I really appreciate it. Would you like a drink? I have no idea about his status. I'm not really sure. Where are all going? I'll come back later. I ate already. I lost my watch. I don't know how to use it. I'm hungry. Go straight. Always keep to the left. First turn right. Cross the square. I am shivering with cold. What does it mean? You are at fault. This road leads to the airport. You are sweating. I am scared of her. She is married. I'm a bachelor. How much do you charge for a single room? Please. Send my breakfast in my room. Thread the needle. All this seems like a dream to me. Change is coming. I want no ifs and buts. Use your wits. What is he to you? I am feeling distressed. Your happiness is my happiness. Tomorrow may never come. I have some important work to discuss with you. You should go for a walk in morning. You should not smoke at all. What time did he give to you? Everything will be settled. Button up your coat. Go and blow your nose. The patient is not out of danger yet. It means you have got a lot of experience. Our society is worsening day by day. Thanks for your courtesy. Listen to others. You look younger than your age. Give up bad habits. Put it wherever you like. It appears he is off his wits. Wake me up at 6 o'clock. He keeps on teasing me. You keep on talking all the time. I've no idea. That's what he said. He is looking over here. You might have heard of me. This isn't your concern. Don't spoil my mood. He is very skeptic. I have no other option. Is everything all right? I am going to the flea market. It is just a rumor. Put the clothes to dry. You are being silly. Peel off the potatoes. We've just missed a bus. Make the bed. Get your leave sanctioned. Turn on the tap. Don't you feel shame? Spread the bed sheet. That's what you always say. Use your brain. He called me names. Speak softly. Or speak quietly. Speak quickly. Speak aloud. Serve the food. Do me a favor. Don't favor me. Don't make excuses. Understand the delicacy of time. Comb your hair. Try to understand me. Don't make me angry. Let him take time. Stop your gab. Don't talk nonsense. Don't be stubborn. Do not mess with me. Bask in the sun. Knead the flour. Roll the rotis. Put on the shoes. Take off the shoes. Don't take it to heart. Wear the shirt. Take off the shirt. Don't abuse him. It's getting dark outside. It's got dark outside. Let me take a shower. Your phone is ringing. Switch on the button. Switch off the machine. Come with me. Don't look at me. Don't stare at him. Don't walk barefoot. When will we meet again? We enjoyed a lot. What do you mean? I never heard that. Where have you been? I have no idea. Be patient. Have you ever heard about that? Have you ever been to London? Not at all. I have no time. What's the time? What is day today? Today is Sunday. Don't be angry. What is for lunch today? I have got nothing. I will have to think about it. It's not like that. Would you like some tea? Take a side. Or move aside. It's likely to rain today. Don't be scared. I am exhausted. Don't make excuses. See you soon. Time's up. Keep in touch. I have done my work. It sounds good. Don't be so rude. You crossed all the limits. I am hard of hearing. Just focus on your work. How was your day? Will you go to school tomorrow? I am doing my work. Will you help me to complete the task? Why don't you eat something? What do you like for breakfast? I like to eat eggs daily. I like to play football. I was around. Don't say even a single word. Swear on me. I have told you many times. Are you spying on me? Come to the point. It's not like that. Don't bother us. Don't sit here. Do your work quickly. I am proud of you. See you later. Peel off the potatoes. Of course. Make the bed. Nothing. Attention please. Keep away. Never. Use your brain. Get back. Speak quickly. Make way. I swear. Speak aloud. Go on. What's going on? Do me a favor. Carry on. Behave yourself. Have a seat. Comb your hair. Hurry up. Very funny. Attention please. Put on the shoes. Cool. Don't hesitate. Don't ask me again. Don't make a noise. Take off the shoes. Tell me truth. Tell me your story. Let me take a shower. I have done it. Tell me everything. I'm delighted. Come with me. Don't look at me. Pardon me. We enjoyed a lot. No question. What do you mean? Terrific or well done? Keep it in your mind. I am tired. Is she still here? Your mind needs repairing. Please come here. I have no idea. I have full faith in him. Be patient. Let me go. Listen. Don't argue with me. Don't try my patience. She is not at home. Should I leave or stay? It was not my fault. Not at all. I have no time. As you like. Beware of him. Everything will be settled. Keep to the left. What is day today? How long will it take? Don't be angry. I cannot wait. How is the weather? You will do so. Happy New Year. Congratulations. Let me introduce myself. Who cares? I don't care. So what? What is the matter? What difference does it make? I am very sorry. I am not really interested. I'm sorry for that. I am sorry to hear that. How terrible. What a pity. What a shame. Excellent. What a lovely. What did you break? Get up. Keep quiet. Really? What a bother. What a great thought. Why not? Take care. What about us? We are happy. Don't move. Go away. Come in. Get out. I'm fine. I will pay. Are you sick? What is this? I will try. Let me go out. Come with us. Take it easy. Boil the water. Stay out of this. Do something. Latch the door. Unlatch the door. What's happening? Ask him. Watch closely. Hold the door. Find me. Who listens? Don't get up. Choose one. I'm fed up. Keep sitting. Come forward. Fix that. Think about it. I want to go with you. I watch movies on my laptop. What will you do now? Can I say something? I don't have time now. This is my favorite cookie. They are here. I will come again. Do you know what I mean? I apologize for being late. My room is on the second floor. Will you please help me with this? You are wasting my time. I have a house to live in. Thank you for the advice. Come on. I don't eat meat on Monday. By whom is he being treated? Slow down. Be calm. I love to play video games. Nice to meet you. I'm good. The train came on time. Talk to you tomorrow. I could see through the matter. Are you fooling me? Glad to meet you. Hurry up. I'm divorced. I'm single. I adore you. Everything is ready. My cousin goes to school here. I still think you should go. Can you try to be nicer to him? What's in that box? I miss your laugh. I'm very busy. I'm cleaning my room. I have a headache. I can't complain. From time to time. Can you pick me up at the mall? I'm sorry, but she's away. We are going to watch a movie. This is his cat. Should I buy this mobile? Call me when you get home. I want to travel and see the world. I can't wait for this day to be over. If you see a bear here, run for your life. I have a small favor to ask you. I have a number of favors to ask you. Please turn off the television. I always bring books with me. Let's move on to the next tourist spot. I really like you. You can't drive there, you need to walk. He broke his arm during practice. It's true, I'm leaving the city. Don't break the law. You better learn how to follow rules. What difference does it make? I forgot to thank her for the cake she sent us. That's okay. I am not accepting anything else at this time. I'll pay. I don't want that. You're the light of my life. I'll take it. Hurry. Don't worry. No problem. You're everything to me. I'm sorry, we're sold out. I feel good. It cost me a fortune. Good idea. What are you up to these days? I'm not busy. No, thanks. I'm okay. You are my reason for living. I am so sorry. I think I need to lie down. When will I see you again? Are you home? Which of these slippers are yours? Please give this to them. Please give them some of the apples I brought home. I've always been a diligent student. This is why I don't go out anymore. Why won't you let him know how you feel? This ice cream place is great for families with kids. Hey, we're wearing the same shirt. The group sitting across our table is so noisy. Where do I begin with this huge project? She is really a quiet person. Ireland is such a beautiful country. I need help with my math homework. Can we talk in private? Can I take this pen? Should I leave or stay? Does he play tennis? I like to eat ice cream. The train leaves every morning at 9 a.m. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. I love my new parrots. I wake up early in the morning. They usually arrive late. Our house is near a river. We drink coffee every morning. My dad never works on the weekends. My mom cooks delicious food. I don't know the truth. She doesn't teach physics. She swims every morning. I prefer to do household chores. I don't wash the dishes. I am an honest man. We see them every week. I don't like tea. He is a dutiful student. Our internet is out of order. My house is in the center of the city. I am a good swimmer. We are not at fault. I am fond of books. Are you coming with us? Your brother is not at school. Today is very hot. He is sincere to me. He is a bit hard of hearing. Today is cloudy. He is not disloyal to me. Maria was in her office. They were very sad. When does the train usually leave? She always forgets her purse. You don't have children. The birds were in their nests. Is this news true? You are lying about me. These trees are shady. I am not feeling well. The weather is pleasant today. He is guilty of his mistake. Is this enough for you? I do not have sufficient funds. This place is full of dangers. I am getting late for school. It is raining outside. Winter is coming. I like to wear cool colors in summer. I like the autumn season. I grow the plants in spring. They never met each other. I have many books. They do not have much time. She talks very fast. You don't listen to me. I cannot drink warm milk. I love to watch movies on Netflix. We all went to the party yesterday night. He works on his computer every night. Why are you so late? Slow down your car. I'm extremely sorry. He is fit for marriage. Did you get it? I can't believe it. What do you mean? I'm sorry I can't assist you. See you next time. Do you agree with me? I am tired now. You should eat a little less. I'm on my way home. Please say something. I don't have time. Hope to see you next time. I'm good at my work. I do not mean it. You are getting late for school. I am losing weight. How can I help you? What are your hobbies? It has rained excessively today. You are going too fast. How much is it? I will do this for you. He was serving cake at his own wedding. I feel sad about your loss. Give me a day. Be quiet. Do not move. Do exactly as I told you. He scored a goal in the match. Brush your teeth and wash your face. The sun rises from the east. Be careful. Go if you can. He is still not feeling well. Well done. Keep it up. I will call you later. I will catch you soon. I am feeling exhausted today. It's none of your business. I don't know how to do this. Come quickly. Talk to you later. Can I ask you something? It was nice meeting you. How are you? What is going on? What is happening here? Everything is fine. Did you get my point? What do you want from me? How old are you? Are you joining us? I am very pleased to meet you. This is not fair. Is everything all right? Hope to see you next time. Do you speak English fluently? You are getting late for school. Read the sentences carefully. I love to play cricket. Anything else? Stop kidding. Please keep quiet. Hope to see you soon. She is not my cousin. They are my best friends. I am going to the park. It is very hot today. Isn't it? I want more money from you. I am sick. I remember everything. I do not understand this. Whatever he says about me is not true. Don't be so childish. That's so kind of you. Have a good and safe trip. What nonsense. Please write down this address. No, I don't want it. It is a strange thing. After lunch, we will go to the library. Could you give me a pen? Get up early in the morning. Go and play with your friends. Listen to me carefully. Do you have any homework? Do your work at the earliest. What's going on? Comb your hair. Brush your teeth. Put on the clothes. Water the plants. Wash your face. Respect your elders. Take a bite. Don't be afraid. Turn off the light. May I come in, madam? Can I go to the washroom? Sorry for being late. You will not be able to deal with him. I did not get his point. You may fall. Enjoy yourself. I was feeling hungry. Go ahead. I have a lot to talk about. Please come as soon as possible. How are you today? Leave me alone. I will get up early in the morning. Don't be so rude. Don't crack the jokes. I am missing my father. I apologize for my behavior. Make the bed. It's okay. I agree. Don't ask me again. I will go there with my friends. My husband is a banker. I love to visit new places. How can I improve my English? Which channel is good to learn English? Messaging is the best channel to learn English. I need to practice daily. I should complete my work on time. I am usually busy on weekends. Do not buy groceries from here. I am a meat lover. Don't spoil our trip. Help me finish this task. It's up to you. Put the books in order. I will call you later. I decline that. I will not talk to him. We will reach there before time. What difference does it make? Better days will come. We were bored of his behavior. The examination will start on Tuesday. Thank you for inviting us. How disgusting. I swear. Go on. Are you coming with us? Could you stay away from my stuff? Yes, by all means. I have no idea. I am feeling tired today. Sorry for the inconvenience. How long will it take? I cannot wait. How is the weather? How dare you? Let's catch up. Why are you upset? Good day to you, ma'am. Follow me. Now it's your turn. He owes the shopkeeper 50 rupees. What a bother. Do me a favor. We will break but not bend. Get out of my sight. Have a good trip. Rest assured. What do you want from me? Come with me. I have to leave early today. He had a narrow escape. What are your likes and dislikes? What are you talking about? Join me. I have no alternative. I feel much better. Do I have to? The examination is on my head. Enjoy yourself. I will try my level best. What nonsense. Don't be ridiculous. Every moment weighed heavily on him. I did not understand. Where are you from? I got it. Everything is fine. Are you kidding me? Daily exercise makes you fit and healthy. God bless you. I do not understand. Whatever he says is not true. Do you speak English? Don't be so childish. I'm sorry. Read the sentences carefully. That's so kind of you. It's none of your business. It's all yours. How disgraceful. I'm at the office. He had no money. His words have weight. Would you please speak slowly? Wonderful. What are you doing? A crease is formed on the cloth. Call me any day. I shall reach by train. What are you doing today? Go up. It's very thoughtful of you. The temperature will come down tomorrow. I don't know. No, I don't want it. But he did not budge an inch. Excuse me. Do you understand me? There is something wrong with his brain. You are my responsibility. As you please. Well done, dear. Where are you? Can I ask you something? I'm at home. The soil of that place is fertile. Who is your favorite teacher? How old are you? I decline. I missed my school bus. Can I help you? I don't need your advice. Are you joining us? It really takes time. Please give me your hand. Get out of my sight. I did not understand. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Could you stay away from my stuff? I am sorry. Thank you very much. What is your problem? Sorry for the inconvenience. What can I do for you? Will you please help me with this? This is not a joke. Stop kidding. Where is your office? I will try my level best. I will come again. Thank you for inviting us. I wish you a happy married life. I'm on my way. When will you reach? What is your favorite subject? Who is your favorite teacher? I have completed my homework. Improve your handwriting. Why are you late? I appreciate it. How do you know about it? I will be there in a moment. It was nice to talk with you. I made it. I feel sad about your loss. Do not disturb. Try to open this door. I do not want to know anything. Drive carefully. We cook every day. Daily exercise makes you fit and healthy. Have a nice day. Are you fooling me? Could you give me some money? He sleeps in the afternoon. How can I help you? Sleep well. That is all right. What is going on? My eyes are burning. I have to finish my work at the earliest. Everything is fine. How dare you say that? Thanks for this honor. No, not at all. That is too much. It doesn't matter. Walk slowly. Could you bring me a glass of water? Kindly make dinner today. I am very tired. I'm at the office. I am busy at the moment. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I am sorry, I didn't hear. I don't understand. I am ready to go with you. Are you lying? Don't abuse him. Talk to you later. Go slow from the crowd. It has to be done quickly. Wake up. Bring it. Take this glass and go.